भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 9th October 2025 Morning class 22nd May 1968 Om Namah Shivaya. Sweet children, what name should we give you now? Shiv Shakti. Everyone is a child of Shiv. All the souls of the world are his children. You receive power from Shiv. Shiv Baba teaches you knowledge, which gives you so much power that you rule the whole world for half the cycle. This is the power of your yoga. Om Namah Shivaya. God Shiva speaks to his children. The Saligrams. If it is said Shiva Bhagwan spoke, then surely there must be a body, because to speak you need a mouth, and for someone to hear, they also need ears. So the soul needs a mouth. Now you children are receiving godly directions. These are called Ram's direction, the opposite or Ravan's direction. These are two godly directions and devilish directions. Godly directions last for half the cycle. Ravan's directions also last for half the cycle. If we say human directions, even those are devilish. Godly directions are divine directions. That is called the Ram clan. The other is the Ravan clan. The father gives divine directions and makes you into deities. The cycle is half and half. In Ram's directions, Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga, there are fewer births because people are yogis. In Ravan's directions, there are many births because people are bhogis, pleasure seekers. That is why their lifespan is shorter. Many sects are formed and people suffer a lot. Even those who follow Ram's directions eventually mix with Ravan's directions. So the whole world becomes under Ravan's direction. Then the Father comes and gives everyone Ram's directions again. In the golden age, there is Ram's direction, godly direction, and that is called heaven. By receiving godly directions, heaven is established for half the cycle. When that finishes, then Ravan's rule begins. That is called the devilish directions. Now ask for yourself, what were we doing under devilish directions and what are we doing under godly directions? Earlier it was as if we were living in a brothel in hell. But now we are becoming residents of heaven in Shivalaya. The golden age and silver age are called Shivalaya. By whose name is heaven established? Surely by his name too. That Shivalaya is where the deities live. The Suryavanshi, Sun dynasty, and the Chandravamshi, Moon dynasty. The Creator Father Himself is explaining these things to you. What He creates, you children also understand. At this time, the whole creation calls to Him. O purifier of the impure, O liberator, the one who frees us from Ravan's rule, who frees us from sorrow. Now you have come to know what real happiness is, and that is why you recognize sorrow as sorrow. Otherwise, many people don't even realize they are in sorrow. Just as the Father is the ocean of knowledge, the seed of the human world, you too become full of knowledge. The seed holds the knowledge of the tree, but that tree physical is inanimate. If it were conscious, it would explain. You belong to the conscious tree, which is why you know the tree. The Father is called the seed of the human world. He is the embodiment of truth, consciousness, and bliss. Sachit Anand Swarup. He is truth. He is conscious. The tree is inanimate. No one knows how this tree is created, sustained, and destroyed. It is not that a new tree is established. The Father has explained this as well. Those from the old tree call out to him, "Come and liberate us from Ravan." Because at this time it is Ravan's role. Human beings cannot explain these details. They neither know the Creator nor the creation. Rishis, sages, and others do not know this. The Father Himself explains, "I create heaven only once. After heaven, it becomes hell. When Ravan comes, people follow the descent path of vice. Only you, children, can explain the meaning of Ram's kingdom and Ravan's kingdom. Ram's kingdom is pure, and that is why life spans so long. There is health, wealth, and happiness in everything. You have come here to take your inheritance from the Father of health, wealth, and happiness. In heaven, there is never any sorrow. In your hearts, you know every cycle. On this confluence age, we make this effort. Even the name is so beautiful. Purushottam Sangam Yuga, the age of elevation of souls. No other age is called Purushottam. In the other ages, people just keep descending the ladder. They call out to the Father, they keep remembering Him, but they do not know when the Father will come. Still, they cry out, "O God, Father, liberate us, guide us. If He is the liberator, then He surely must come." Then, as the guide, He has to take everyone back. The father sees his children after a very long time. When he looks at his children, he feels great joy. Not all fathers are the same, they are limited fathers. This is the unlimited Father. Baba has explained that the male is also the creator. He creates the creation and also sustains it. They have to take rebirth. Some have 10, some have 12 children, but that is all limited happiness, which is latter considered as worthless as dirt. In the Tamopradhan stage, lowest stage, happiness is very little. The Father gives a very easy method to change from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan, pure and elevated. The Father alone is called the Almighty Authority. People think God Almighty Authority means He can do whatever He wants, even bring the dead back to life. Once someone even wrote, "If you are God, then bring a dead fly back to life." Many such foolish people ask questions like this. The Father explains that this world has become like a monkey community, but the Father gives you power so that you can gain victory over Ravan. Even from being like monkeys, you become worthy of temples. People have created so many false stories. In truth, all of you are Sitas and all of you have been freed from Ravan. Everyone has become part of Ravan's community. Through Ravan, you can never get happiness. At this time, everyone is in Ravan's jail. It is never said Ram's jail. Ram comes only to free you from the Ravan's jail. Ravan is shown with the 10 heads and sometimes with the 10 arms. The Father has explained 5 vices in man and 5 vices in woman. Together, these 10 make Ravan. This is why it is called the kingdom of Ravan, the kingdom of the 5 vices of Maya. It is not said that someone has a lot of Maya just because they have wealth. Wealth is called property, not Maya. You children will receive great property and treasures. You don't need to ask for anything because this is a study. In a study, does one beg? The teacher teaches and the student studies. As much as one studies, that much one gains. Purity is also necessary. See how much value even one word has. It has worth countless treasures. Which word? Recognize the Father, remember Him. The Father has given His own introduction. Just as the soul is a point, so too I am the Supreme Soul. He is ever pure, the ocean of peace, knowledge, and purity. Only He is praised in this way. Everyone else has their own role and position. To say that God is omnipresent is called the city of darkness, ruled by a blind king. God does not experience sorrow or take rebirth. Some say He takes 24 incarnations as a tortoise, a fish, a bird, or Parishuram. But all these stories are false. Now you understand what kinds of things have been written in the scriptures. They say God is omnipresent in human beings, then in animals, then even in stones and pebbles. They even created plays with the theme God is in every particle. Those who have seen such plays would know. Baba says to the brave children, wherever you go, even if you go to see a movie, just remain a detached observer. Simply watch the show. Now, you children understand that Ravan has stolen away all the devotees. You are now establishing the kingdom of Ram. You are ending Ravan. This is an unlimited matter. The stories people made are only limited. Now the Father says, I liberate you from Ravan's kingdom. You are Shiv Shakti Sena. Shiv is almighty, and you children are Shiv's army who take power from him. Nowadays, even artificial Shiv Sena groups exist. But your true name is Shiv Shakti. All souls are the children of Shiv. You gain strength from Shiv. Shiv Baba gives you knowledge, and from this you receive such great power that for half the cycle you rule over the whole world. This is the power of yoga. Their power is physical force, your power is of yoga. Ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat is remembered. This power is physical. Bharat's ancient Raj Yoga is what created paradise. It is even said that paradise existed years before Christ. How was it created? Through yoga. You are householders Pravritti Mark, who practice yoga while living in family life. Sannyasis leave home and make people widows and orphans and go into the jungle. They don't go to a new world, they just live in the forest. At that time they were Sato Pradhan. So they called so they had attraction and followers brought them food. Many lived in mountains and forests. Now they cannot be now they cannot because they have become Tamo Pradhan. When they were Sato Pradhan, they would live there. Now, having become Tamo Pradhan, all are here in society. Everyone first becomes Sato Pradhan, then Tamo Pradhan. According to the drama, everyone has their part in such a tiny point of light. The soul, such a vast eternal roll of 84 births is recorded. This is truly nature's wonder. Now the soul has become Tamo Pradhan because it is the iron age. The Father is eternally powerful. He belongs to the golden age. Now you take power from him. This too is fixed in the drama. It's not that he is brighter than thousands of suns. That is only people's devotional feeling. According to their feeling, they see God like that and then say, it's too bright, our eyes hard, we cannot bear it. But the Father says, all that belongs to the path of devotion. This is knowledge. Here you have to study. The Father is also the teacher teaching you. He says, you must change from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan. On the path of devotion, it is said, hear no evil, say no evil, speak no evil. People don't know Who said this up? Actually, it was shown through the picture of monkeys which came from Japan. Now they even show it with the human figures. Baba too once had Nalini's picture made like that. The father says, don't listen to matters of the path of devotion. Human beings are so intoxicated in devotion. That is the kingdom of devotion, but now it is the kingdom of knowledge. There is a clear difference, the cult of devotion and the cult of knowledge. Children understand that knowledge definitely brings happiness. From devotion, they have only descended the ladder. We first go to the golden age, then little by little, like lies increasing, we come down. In 1050 years, 2 degrees color are reduced. There is also the example of the moon. The moon comes under an eclipse and its light decreases. Then later it becomes full with 16 degrees. That is a short term example. But here these are unlimited matters. At this time, everyone is under the eclipse of Rahu. The highest influence is that of Jupiter, Brihaspati, and the lowest influence is that of Rahu. Under Rahu's influence, everything is ruined. Under Jupiter's influence, we rise. But people don't know these unlimited meanings. Now Rahu's influence is upon everyone. Under Rahu's influence, souls become insolvent. Under Jupiter's influence, they become solvent. Bharat was once so solvent, there was only one Bharat. In the golden age, there was Ram Rajya, a pure kingdom, whose glory is sung even in the impure kingdom. I am without virtues, I have no qualities. Even institutions have been created called Nirgun Samaj, society without virtues. But in fact, the whole world has become a Nirgun society. It is not the matter of just one person. Every child is originally called a great soul. But now they say we have no virtues. Truly, the whole world has no virtues. That is why Rahu's influence is upon everyone. Now the father says, give donation and the eclipse will be removed. Everyone has to return eventually. Renounce all bodily religions and recognize yourself as a soul. Now you have to return home. Without becoming pure, no one can return. The Father gives the method to become immortal and pure. Remember the unlimited Father. Many say, Baba, we forget. The Father says, sweet children, if you forget the purifier of the impure, how will you become pure? Think about it. How can you even say such a thing? Even animals would never say we forget the Father. What do you say? I am your unlimited Father, right? You have come to take the unlimited inheritance. The formless Father comes in a physical form to teach you. Now you know that the Father has entered here. There are two Bab Dada, the Father and the Brahma. Their souls are between the eyebrows. Where else would they be? They say father and grandfather. So surely there are two souls, Shiv Baba and the soul of Brahma. You children have become the children of Prajapita Brahma and the paths of Shiv. You are receiving knowledge. You know we are brothers. The then through Prajapita Brahma we also become sister and brother. This memory must be strong. But Baba sees that even as sister and brother there is attraction by name and form and many temptations arise. Just like when you see a beautiful body, desires arise, right? Now the father says, consider yourself as soul, brother and brother. Then nothing will happen. Woman has natural Women have natural attraction. Their form is created that way. The prize of beauty is given to females. When has a male ever recognized a prize for beauty? Females attract so much attention. Acha, love, remembrance, and namaste to the spiritual children from the spiritual Bab Dada. Love and remembrance, Baba. Blessings. Be happy and fortunate. Children, are you always happy? Those who remain constantly happy are called fortunate souls. How can you always stay happy? The basis for gaining power and happiness is performing the best actions. You can perform the best actions only when action, karma, and yoga go together. That is, become a karma yogi and not just a sitting yogi. When the Father is with you, you will stay away from Maya and remain happy forever. Om Namah Shivaya.